Hello everyone. Welcome back to more Final Fantasy XIV. I'm doing pretty good. Hope you guys are all doing well. I am just kind of chilling out today. If there's a point where I get like real chilled out, we're probably going to switch over to Manderville to hype me back up. Because, you know, you gotta do the Manderville quest. You can't skip the Manderville quest. That's a law. You gotta do them. But hello. I forgot to turn on my lamp again. So you're all gonna get like a weird face full of me for a sec. There we go. Much better. Well, let's get back into it, shall we? Last time, we arrived officially in, like, the Doman area. And when Gosetsu walked into a village, everyone freaked out. So, let's see what's going on. I don't know who you people think you are, but do you have any idea what would happen to us if you were found in our village? Again you address us with unwarranted spite. I have let your impropriety pass until now, but no longer. Who are you, boy, to speak to me thus? Know you not who I am? I am Issei of Namai, a farmer, like my father before me and his father before him. I wouldn't expect a man like you to know who I am, but I know you. We all do. Lord Kyan's retainer and leader of the rebellion, Gosetsu. Notorious fugitive, wanted dead or alive by the Empire. Is that what this is all about? I'm hardly the first man to earn the ire of the Empire, nor will I be the last. Was not Namai home to brave and true warriors who fought beneath our banners for king and country? I'm not going to go ham on his voice today because my throat's already sore. They fought and they died, every last one of them. And then the Imperials came looking for more because of them. They were this close to killing us all, to burning our village to the ground. We've only just begun to enjoy some semblance of peace. Never again. Never again. Do you understand? We've had enough of you and yours. Whatever it is you're plotting, leave us out of it. Impassioned as his pleas may be, surely he must know I cannot leave things as they are. But for now, I shall respect his wishes. We must continue on towards our final destination, the House of the Fierce, proud headquarters of the Doman Liberation Front. There is a secret entrance to the north of Namai, by way of a small spring. Come, I will show you. Ow. Ow. Owie. To the west? I mean, I'm gonna try and collect as many ether currents as I can. Because there's no reason not to. So we're gonna run on a side tangent really quick. The music in this area is so pretty. I mean, the music in the entire game is pretty, but like, this area in particular, it's just so lovely. To the southwest. To the west. To the southwest. Oh, so it's right there, I see it. Excellent. 482 yalms to the south. Well, guess what, ladies and gentlemen? Huh! This is gonna hurt. It did. Ow. Yeah, I'm gonna try and collect as many of these as I can as early as possible, just to save time later. I love how discordant the music is here. Almost as if it's reflective of the Empire situation. Aha! Alright. $200 yalms to the west. Now, at some point, I bet I'm not going to be able to get any more. Excuse me. There's that one. That person's getting rides to all of them. That's cool. To the northwest. I'm sure this is riveting gameplay, but I just want to collect them all as quickly as possible. 168 yalms. 43. So I bet it's right up in here. Yep, it's right up there. Alright, there's that one. And so there are 3 more. 200 yalms to the west. Excuse me. Excuse me. I'm a little phlegmy today. Probably on account of the fact that I haven't been giving my voice enough rest and that it's allergy season, which is a gift from Jesus that ultimately is a very mean FU to people like me who have allergies. Southwest. Oh, so it's right over there. 2 left. And I bet the last 2 are going to be up here. Or not, because that's that's saying straight east. Look at those ugly little heads. They're hideous. I love them. This is something I don't understand. I feel like the compass actually tells you to get them in like a very specific order, which means like even though I was over on like the eastern side, I was over here on the eastern side of the continent, the compass didn't register this one until after I got like, after I traveled all over the place. Wonder why that is. Oh no, come on. Alright, so we still got 400 yalms. $300 yalms. $200 yalms. $137 yalms. To the northeast. So it should be right around here. Well, with the number being 63. Yeah, there it is. And that, with that, there's only one more I need to get. Okay. I was expecting at least some of them to be up here, but I guess not. We're just gonna head as directly south as we can. There it is. We're probably gonna have to fight this wolfy wolf, but... Oh, maybe not. We are. Alright, hold on a sec. Okay. Alright, so I now have all of the ether currents that are available to me. And I don't have any blue quests yet, which means I can't do any of the ones that require me to do a mission. So, let us just get back. Actually, let's cheese it. We might as well. I need to level my paladin because it's still a gladiator. And my goal is to get all of my tanks to level 60 before I try a different class. Like a DPS or a healer class. And I'm going to be 100% honest. I do not want to do healer. And it's nothing against being a healer. It has everything to do with me feeling like I'm going to get overwhelmed if I do. Gusetsu? This way, this way! We must dive into the water. Have no fear, Umbra. It is but a short distance. You need not hold your breath for long. Oh, okay. There it is. I'd almost forgotten how to do that for a second. It's control space. How invigorating. Congratulations, my friends. You are come to the House of the Fierce. I'm gonna go with Savage Might. You are Umbra Virus, are you not? We were told of your coming. Heroes of Eorzea, we of the Dome Liberation Front are honored to receive you. If you would be so good as to follow me. Oh. Their Aetherite's broken. Does that mean we can't travel to it?
This is the House of the Fierce, but there are so few of them.
Many kindred spirits remain in hiding following the rebellion. Many others gave their lives for their nation. We are the stubborn remainder. Even accounting for our comrades in the field, we are at a fraction of our former strength, 'tis true. Yet we few are patriots. Brothers in arms, prepared to fight with every fiber of our being to set our people free.
Ever are we hopeful that others will join our cause,
Yukiri.
but never did I dream that you would journey so far.
Yay! Oh, she looks awesome.
Yukiri! Gods, it's good to see you. You look great, by the way. Have you been here long?
I returned but recently, having concluded my mission. Oh, it is good to see you again, my friends.
Did I hear aright? Your mission is concluded? Then you have found the young master.
Ere we speak of that, I would know by what fortuitous circumstance our friends came to be here. The Empire's crimes are all too familiar. Lys, my heart goes out to your people.
We wanted to stay and fight, believe me, but we knew it wouldn't work. We needed more time to rebuild, and more allies to stand with us against the Empire. So we decided to come here and help you free Doma, to show everyone that you're not alone, and that the Garleans can be beaten if we work together. I'd like to think we proved that in the Ruby Sea.
That you did, Lys, and far more besides. Needless to say, your assistance would be most welcome.
Hear, hear. Now then, Yugiri, you must tell me of your search for our master.
Lest you wonder, he speaks of Lord Hien, son of Lord Cayenne, who perished during the rebellion. When it became clear that all hope of victory had gone, Lord Hien bade us deliver as many of our people as we could to safety beyond our borders. But as his father's heir, he was determined to fight on, and so he did, until he suffered a grievous wound in battle and vanished without a trace. Until now. For I have found Lord Hien, seen and spoken with him, on the Azim steppe.
Oh, boundless and merciful Kami, the young master lives. Tell me, was he well? Did his wound yet ail him? Where is he now? Have you brought him back to us?
You may take comfort in the knowledge that he is hale and whole. However, when I invited him to return with me to Doma, he had this to say. If Doma yet thirsts for the blood of patriots and tyrants, I shall offer unto her my blade. But if she has had her fill of bitter draughts, I shall offer unto her conquerors my head. Thrice did I declare to him that no true son or daughter of Doma would ever accept such a sacrifice. But for all my passion, he would not be swayed. Learn the truth of her heart and return to me, he said. And so I left him.
The words of one made to wear the mantle of leadership too soon. Yet there is wisdom in them all the same. If the people no longer yearn to be free, 'twould be folly to rekindle the fires of war.
To suffer our master, to surrender his life and forsake all hope of freedom is by far the greater folly. I will not go to face my fallen comrades having done naught to stop it.
Nor I, Shadow Walker, nor I. But we need not rouse our comrades to battle this day. Let us instead welcome our honored guests and allow them a moment of respite.
As you can see, they went to great lengths to disable the Aetherite. Apparently, in the twilight days of the rebellion, they feared that Xenos would be willing to risk sending unattuned conscripts. That said, it is hardly irreversible. They have the necessary materials. It would be a challenge to repair it alone, but mayhap with my brother's help. You should hear this, Umbra. He was just telling me about Xenos and the rebellion. What you have to understand is that it is not a simple matter of numbers. The bulk of the 12th never even took the field. It was Xenos' stratagems that won the war. They were unlike anything we had ever seen. His formations were unorthodox, bewildering. We honestly thought we had him on the back foot. One moment we were pressing home our advantage, the next we were surrounded and at his mercy. And then he stood before us, his cornered prey, alone and unarmed. He beckoned us to come forward and to fight for our lives. One by one, my comrades charged, fearless and unflinching. He would dance amidst the blades for a time, and then draw close as if to embrace. One after another, he made us watch. Do you understand? He made us watch. What kind of monster enjoys killing people? I do not think there was any joy in it. Nor justice, nor morality, nor meaning. To him, the weight of one life is no different from that of 1,000. A challenge had been issued and was accepted, but on finding us no challenge at all, his objective changed. There were tales of Imperial soldiers being flayed for slaughtering families, for breaking brave men's spirits. Only later did I come to understand why. He did not desire obedience. He desired hate, and men consumed by it. A new battle, a new enemy, a new challenge. The hunt, I am told he called it. A hunt without end. Yeah, he's not a fighter, he's a fucking wolf. And when all lay dead and broken, he left. He left muttering that we had bored him. But our weapons at least held his interest, for he took a fallen samurai's sword, having grown fond of it. Since that day, he has ever wielded Far Eastern blades. He is said to be fascinated by ones with storied histories, and so soldiers who seek to curry his favor often present those of defeated enemies as gifts. It's like it's all a game to him. People are suffering, dying, and he's collecting swords. We all feel the same, but my lady, you must understand. On the battlefield, reasons do not matter. The victor is not the just, but the strong, and the strong become the heroes of the tale. We are not strong enough. It is not sufficient to be right, to be just. Without strength, our path has become one end. Damn. Go Setsu. Mayhap a brief respite is in order. Were I 20 years younger, these wounds would not warrant a second glance. Alas, no samurai has the strength to defeat that villain old age. But what say you to the House of the Fierce? Compared to your rising stones, I concede it may seem somewhat lacking. But it has been a haven these past 10 years to all who would set Doma free. Regrettably, our efforts in that time have come to little and less. When the Emperor died, we were so sure the hour of our liberation was at hand. But Zeno soon put paid to that, with the aid of Yotsuyu and the secrets she sold. Oh, excuse me. Hey, Yugiri. Umbra, I do hope you have taken this opportunity to rest and recover. Not really. It is well that you spoke with one of the survivors of that massacre. To defeat one's foe, one first must understand his true nature. As the Alamegan resistance has struggled, so too has the Doman Liberation Front. More so, perhaps, given the precarious position in which we find ourselves in the wake of our doomed rebellion. We are few, and our enemies legion. We are weak, and they are strong. Yet with your help, I believe there is little we cannot achieve. I only hope the depth of our predicament has not shaken your commitment to our cause. No, I relish the challenge. You relish the thought of facing that monster again. But of course, the hero of Eorzea fears no foe. Dumb hat. Ow. Now then, I should be glad to discuss our next course of action. Though, now that I think on it, I myself had been away from Doma for some time, and even after my return, the search of Lord Hien commanded my full attention. Mayhap it would be to both our benefit if we were to see the reality of Doma for ourselves. For did my lord not bid me learn the truth of her heart? Let us do this together, Umbra. Let us go amongst the people and with our own eyes bear witness to their hardship. As a foreigner in these lands, your reputation does not precede you. Moreover, unlike Gosetsu, I can accompany you without attracting unwarranted attention. Unwanted attention. I'd like to join you if that's all right. By all means, we should be glad of your company and your perspective. Namai is not far. I say we begin there. I love you, Giri. She's so cute. Oh. This chair is hurting my bottom. My Lady Umbra, will you be heading out? I mean, I could summon him out, but no reason to, honestly. It's such a short distance, there's almost no reason to summon your mount for it. Okay, so we're going back to this town, where they were like, how about no? Ah, Umbra, I'm glad to see that you too put thought into your garments, given the covert nature of our activity. I should think my reason's obvious. To enter the village while wearing the garb of a shinobi would be beyond reckless. We shall pose as traveling merchants. Umbra as our leader, and we as her assistants. Are there any objections? I'm not really the merchant type, but if you think this is the best way to go about it, I'll trust you. Then without further ado, let us begin. I'm in full armor with a sword on my back. Weren't you the one who came with the general? No? I see. My mistake. It warms my heart to see traveling merchants in Nomai again. Though the Imperials never sealed our borders, folks like you have taken to avoiding Yangsha ever since the rebellion. Unfortunately, that has made it harder for us to survive. You may have noticed, but we lack for a great many things. It was not much better before, true, but it has only gotten worse. Get in my car! In my car! Boogie woogie woogie. I know that's not the meme, but I don't care. Okay, there should be a person around here. Can I go in here? Nope. So there should be someone around here. There it is. There it is. Oh, and there's a third. Chigusa. You, a merchant? Forgive me my skepticism, but you strike me less a woman of commerce and more a common sellsword. That does little to assuage my doubts, and if anything, makes me clutch my coin purse tighter. I stand corrected. Such a warm and cordial nature you possess. I pray you forgive me for my earlier rudeness. It has been some time since the Viceroy came to our village to purge it of all the insurgents. Those who resisted suffered terribly, and those who did not fared little better. We who remain know better than to risk her ire. If the Imperials demand laborers, we comply. If they demand conscripts to send as soldiers to other provinces, we obey. Ours is a difficult life, with little in way of luxuries. I know not what you sell, merchant, but I doubt that I, nor anyone else here, can afford it. Oof. Oof. A traveling merchant, with meat perchance? Bah. Better not to know when I have so little coin. I feel your eyes upon me. You know not the Lupin? Surely you have not been long in Yorkshire, else you would. For generations we served the lords of Doma, compassionate and wise as they were, but the memories of such times fade with every passing day, as others will tell you. He's a dogman. Miyama. Foreign peddlers? In Namai? Whatever it is you sell, I have no money to buy. Perhaps you should go on elsewhere. Saying that, I know of no village in Yorkshire that has fared any better. Once I would have directed you to the samurai lords of Monzen, but had they not all died in the Battle of the Purges? There is the Doman Enclave, of course, but that lies beyond the Daryu Moon Gates. Needless to say, the Imperials are disinclined to let any but their own pass. Okay. Whee! Umbra, what have you learned? Allow me to tell you. Lisa and I encountered much of the same. They've been pushed beyond the brink. I expect frustration and disillusionment, but not so much that they would come to question the wisdom of opposing Imperial rule in the first place. Unless we can convince them otherwise, I fear I cannot convince Lord Hien to return. And without him... Lady Yugiri... Let us not yet lose hope. Though the situation in Namai is bleak, mayhap it is not so elsewhere. I wish to speak with others outside the village. Lise and I will look for farmers in the paddies to the east. Umbra, I ask that you look to the south. Surely they cannot have all given in to despair. Okay. And we got a blue quest. Nice. We got a couple blue quests. I hope they are ether currents. Yes. This is gonna hurt. Ow. Yeah. Oh my god. Good lord. I have a sneaking suspicion I can't get up this way. Oh, okay. It's just... It's not 6 different combat encounters. It's literally just like 6 locations where you gotta sprinkle some smelly shit. Got it. Why's everybody gotta be so loud upstairs? Sorry, had to adjust something on OBS. We're keeping it pretty chill today, everybody. Or trying to. And smelly liquid. What is that? What is that? It's nothing. I saw a notification on Discord. And usually when I have like one of the red notifications where it's like @everyone has been mentioned, I usually try and check it even though also usually it's nothing. Because I am permanently afraid of missing something. Speaking of which, I should probably check my emails. Because it has been a few hours since I checked my emails, and I am want to get a lot. I tend to get like, since I send so many emails as part of my like main job, I tend to receive a lot of emails as a result, which inevitably creates some like time problems. There's another smelly. Okay, so the last one's way up there. So instead of going this way, we're gonna go up and then jump down to there. A lot of these are fetch quests, but so worth doing just so you can fly. So we're pulling arrowheads out of rice paddy. See if you worked up quite a sweat. Thanks for the help. Namai is actually a local term for the arrowhead. It does make you wonder just who thought naming a village after a weed was a good idea. Next, we need to deal with any pests that lurk in the paddies. Although it will not be your job per se, we shall use the house sparrows I have trained for the task. I keep them in this bird cage, set them free near my paddy fields. Okay, so we're doing another little run of something. Once they have all flown from the cage, clap your hands. I have trained them to recognize that as their signal to begin working. Okay. So, just for ease of use. Oh, I already have it. Never mind. There they go. All right. Thank you so much for all your help. I will not be needing to worry about pests for the time being. I have told my wife to give you some compensation for your troubles. Go on ahead and talk to her. I still have work to take care of here. Okay, and since she's right down here, and our next objective's down there, we might as well loop. Hello again. Blah, blah, blah. Get defending earrings. One nice benefit of doing all of these is just the overall just EXP is pretty good. Yes. Here's the last smelling one. Ooh, I should save that before I forget. Now, before I go up there, well, head down. Well, I mean, I could just port back to Namai. We'll do that. We'll just port back to Namai. I mean, no reason not to take the easy way on this situation. Finished already. Fantastic. No doubt you're wondering why the liquid smells so foul. Well, it's made from a mix of pungent ingredients. Animal innards, resin, and garlic, to name but a few. It does a fantastic job of keeping the beasts at bay. Okay, so we're setting up a defensive perimeter to kind of ward off some nasty boys. For ease of running around. And I need to adjust how I'm sitting. That's better. There is something absolutely horrendous about sitting in a cheap chair with bad posture, because it makes it hurt so much more if you sit in it poorly. So, I try my damnedest to have proper posture when I'm sitting in this chair. Now, eventually, I'm gonna hurt and I'm gonna have to shift to a bad posture just to kind of like rest my booty for a little bit, but alright. Hold on a sec. We're gonna deal with this guy. That is a wild ability. Thank you, thank you, thank you. If you had not come along, I don't know what I would have done. What am I doing out here? Oh, looking for flowers. I need some for my parents' graves. The one my brother and I usually bring are yellow because it was my mother's favorite color. You haven't seen any, have you? Okay, so now I'm gonna go look for some yellow flowers. Fine. What's the frickin' aggro range on these guys? Alright, let's try that again. Only yellow ones would do. Mother wouldn't have wanted anything else. There you go, kid. Oh, you found some. Thank you so much, miss. That's twice you've saved me now. If you have some time to spare, maybe you could come with me? I'm sure Mother and Father would want to meet the woman who showed me such kindness. We buried them off a cliff to the west of the village. There's a path through the terraces. I'll show you. And then she vanishes. We're speeding through. Ow. Oh my. Alright, hold on. I should have known it was too easy. She did say it's through the terraces. So. Even higher, good lord. It went way to the top. We're here. Just give me a moment to put down the flowers and I'll introduce you. Ugh. Have to adjust how I'm sitting. They love to meet travelers and hear tales of faraway places. Maybe you could tell them one about your homeland. Azami! Azami! Are you there? Azami! What in the... You should not be here. Get away from my sister. Don't be so rude. She saved me from monsters, brother. She even helped me pick flowers for Mother and Father. Go back to the village. Now. You're scaring me. I said go! Stay inside and lock the door until I return. Don't think me ungrateful. My sister's the only family I have. If you saved her, then thank you. But it changes nothing. I asked you to leave. Now I'm asking you again. I'm not going to report you to the Imperials or anything stupid like that. But it's too dangerous for you to stay here. So please, I'm begging you, just leave us alone. She told you, did she? Yes, that's right. My mother and father believed in the rebellion. They left a fight for Lord Kyan. They came home on a cart driven by Imperial soldiers. The soldiers demanded that the families of the insurgents present themselves or else they'd burn the whole village to the ground. So, we did. What choice did we have? They beat us in the village square with their heads, with their hands, their sticks, with anything. They kicked us while we lay on the ground begging for mercy. They made us denounce my mother and father, call them fools, call them traitors, say they deserve to die. I heard them laugh, but I dared not look up. One leaned close and whispered in my ear what he'd do to my sister if they had to come back. They're gone, but they're never far. All it takes is one wrong word in the wrong ear and they'll return, and then I'll have to dig another grave, if I'm lucky. Whatever you came here to do, leave us out of it. If you want to fight the Imperials, go and fight them on your own. You can't help us. No one can. And this is all we've got, so please, don't take it from us. I see where he's coming from. I can empathize with him. Heading back to Yugiri. Dun 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 dun. Ow. You have come at a good time, Umbra, but we recently completed our inquiries. What of yours? I was not aware of these events. The boy, Iz, he told you all of this? Such disgraceful, despicable crimes. If I knew the men responsible, I would not hesitate to hunt them down and... Forgive me, that outburst was unbecoming. The more I learn of the Imperial's actions in my absence, the more difficult I find it to marshal my emotions. Jeez, Nee, you're just like making shit right now. Could Lord Hien have foreseen this? That our people's spirits would be broken so? Though at first I scoffed at his pronouncement, it feels all too possible now that he might resolve to surrender himself. Gauntlets of Fending. I already have them. Shouldn't have done that. Despite everything we have seen and learned, I refuse to renounce this cause. We should return to the House of the Fierce and consult with our comrades. Perhaps together we might... Did you hear that? Quickly! We must find a place to hide! Da-na-na. Ooh, hold on. Before I do that, there's the more blue quests. If these are ether currents, I'm gonna do them. Yeah! Hey, Yugiri, I know this is really important and stuff, but, ether currents, though. I want to be able to fly. I want to be able to fly like an no, let's not. Whacking Day. Water serpents that have infested the river. Go beat the snot out of them. Got it. Guess what? That's what we're doing. We're gonna go do these. We're gonna go do them right now. We're gonna... Oh my god, that's far away. Oh my god. Oh god. Oh no. I think you were supposed to do these while you were doing the ether... Like, collecting the ether currents. But okay. I guess we're gonna be going on a bit of a mission here. Nee the Nap King. Gotta love him. Nee is... I really lucked out when I found this free company. Well, I should rephrase that. When this free company found me. Because, Nee invited me to join his free company, Lahi. I have talked about them many a time. But I was a solo player. Like, I was really kind of afraid of jumping into a free company because I wasn't sure, like, who I'd be playing with and, like, what kind of people I'd be playing with and who was there and what they'd be doing and if I'd fit in. And I got invited to one of the most inclusive ones I've seen so far. It was really nice. I really appreciated the fact that they invited me. So I try and do what I can to be like a supportive member. So like I try and join them on voice chat as often as I can, and I try and be on as often as I can. I try and participate. I'm actually so I'm thinking of proposing like a right before Halloween costume contest, which I think I've talked about on here before. But I haven't started planning anything yet because I don't know what it would involve. But Evie has graciously offered to help if I need anything, which was very nice of them. Dang it. I keep accidentally hitting my Windows button. Let's knock Delirium. So there's that mission done. Now we just have to go over there to do that one. We might as well take the most direct route, which of course unfortunately means swimming. And instead of a costume contest, I'm thinking of doing just like a costume show where everybody dresses up and like we announce what they're who they are, and then they get to announce what they're dressed as. At least that's what I'm thinking. Is this a player? That's a player. That's a big weasel. Alright, it should de-aggro. Yep. Grandfather is looking for me, you say? But I cannot go back just yet. I'm still searching for that which was taken from me. I was minding my own business, gathering mugworts, when some nasty lupin stole them right out of my hands. Would you ask the lupin if they would give me back my plants? You'll find them on the other side of the river. Where are they? Oh. I don't know why I didn't see them. Let's actually mount up. Save a little time. They're talking about just a shit ton of anime. You know what? Nah. I'm outie. No offense, dude. That. Head back this way. Oh. All of my poor joints. I think I move faster out of the water, so might as well stick to the land. I'm so close. I just have one more mission to do and then I can fly again. And any second now, there it is. Oh. Did you get them to return my mugworts? Oh, thank you so much. I was trying to collect plants to make some medicine. I read all about it in one of my grandfather's botanisty books. There are so many sick people in the village, I just want to help. There's one more thing I need for the medicine. Waterweed. I tried to fish some out of the river earlier with a pole, but I didn't have much luck. Could you get the rest for me? Jesus, kid. I'm not your errand boy, despite the fact that this is in fact an MMO, which means I am an errand boy. Oh my gosh, do I have to die for it? Oh, nice. That's a nice. Oh, that's cool. That's a nice little touch, incorporating the swimming mechanic. I'm glad they added the swimming in. Because, like, previously you had absolutely zero reason to go into the water. Because it was faster to move across land if you had a mount. But now you're occasionally required to go in the water, which I think is a nice little touch. And it's not done, at least so far, it's not done like maliciously. It's not like, oh, you gotta go way over here, jump in the water and grab a thing. No, it's just like, every once in a while you gotta hop in the water. Did you get some waterweed? Oh. Yay! Now I have everything I need. I'll go back to Grandfather now. Thanks for your help. Okay, and now... Alright. Head over here. Oh, Jesus. At least they add these little, like, easy ways of getting up there. Even though it looks like that was entirely unnecessary because he's just over here. No. Here's those serpent flankies. Thanks for the ether current. Are we kind of cheesing the teleport mechanic? Yes. Do I care? No. Okay. It's gonna be soldiers. It's gonna be Empire soldiers. Somebody leaked that we were here.
Imperials.
And it's voiced. Nice.
Why are you milling about like a pack of slack-jawed mongrels? Form a line! Now! Finally. I come before you today to deliver an announcement of the highest import. So listen well. While on a charitable mission to Isari village, the acting viceroy and her personal guard came under attack from Confederate forces. This brazen, unconscionable act cannot and will not go unanswered. As loyal subjects of the Empire, who enjoy her safety and prosperity, you have a duty to defend her as well.
Whoops.
There is no cause for alarm. We have no intention of sending ill-trained fodder to the front line. Those who are selected will be expected to perform rudimentary tasks, cleaning and maintenance and so forth. You will serve only as long as you are needed. Afterwards, you'll be free to return to your homes. You first.
The Empire has no pressing need of cleaners. This is but a thinly veiled attempt to intimidate those who supported the Confederacy's actions, and isolate any whose loyalty they already suspect.
Yeah.
And lastly, you. That should suffice for now.
Don't worry, I will be back before you know it. Listen to the elders while I'm away, and do not play outside the village. Everything is going to be fine. I love you, all right? Remember that I love you.
We thank you for your cooperation. Rest assured that this will all be over very soon, once the Confederacy has been made to pay our own ruby tithe.
There's no telling what might happen to those people. We have to help them.
And we shall, but before all else, we must needs ascertain their destination. I doubt this is the first village the Garleans have visited, nor is it like to be the last. I will track these men. Will you help me? Pray return to our headquarters and tell the others what you saw here. Should we have need of reinforcements, I would know that they are ready.
But I should be going with you. I came here to fight!
Soon enough, Lise. Soon enough. For now, we must proceed with caution.
She's getting impatient.
I know that. I do. It's just... when I saw them rounding those people up... Look, if anything happens, anything at all, you'd better call for us. I mean it, Yugiri. Anything at all.
Regardless of what the officer claimed, I fear they have crueler designs for those people. With me, Umbra, we must hurry. Hold on. There we go. Given the circumstances, we must make every effort to refrain from needless violence. Here, it's a shinobi tool for when a more discreet approach is required. Use it with these darts. They are coated with an alchemical reagent that induces a deep sleep. There are soldiers patrolling up ahead. Were circumstances different, we could engage them directly, but for the village's sake, we dare not risk it. We will use our blowguns to incapacitate them. Regardless of your familiarity with such weapons, you are a veteran warrior, and I am sure it will come naturally to you. Nevertheless, practice is in order. Where'd she go? There she is. There, the soldier on the hill below. Take aim and fire. If the dart finds its mark, he should fall within moments. Okay, gotta re-situate. There we go. Well done, my friend. Now, give me your map. There's a vantage point from which you may observe and fire upon the other soldiers. Were I not, I shall be with you every step of the way, keeping watch for the other patrols. We shall speak again on the other side of the river. I like Yugiri a lot. I like her design. I like her, like, personality and her... basically everything about Yugiri is really cool. Boing. Hello, Goliath Mountain. You must be pretty big. Ha 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 ha. Okay. Locate the patrolling Imperial guards and use your blowgun to put them to sleep. Alright, so... 1. 2. 3. 4. He's the only one who made noise. Ah, there's the last one. 5. Nice. That's a fun little additional mechanic. The last Imperial soldier crumples to the ground asleep. You put away your blowgun and prepare to rejoin Yugiri. Alright. Yeah, that's a nice little mechanic. I hope they use it more. There are some RPGs that are like, yo, here's this fun little mechanic that you're never, ever, ever going to use again. And those make me sad. Because I like to use mechanics. like when I get the chance to... Whoops! I like when I get the chance to, like, use the system in a way that, like, they didn't originally intend for. So, like, new little things, new little mini-games, that kind of stuff. I always love that kind of stuff. I love when I can be surprised. Oh, you missed. Uh-oh. Hey, Yugiri. Bye, Yugiri. Hello again, Yugiri. Excellent work, Umbra. They appear to be none the wiser. The villagers are being held in the castrum to the south, Fluminus. Once it was the base of operations for the Garlean occupation, until 10 or so years ago when they relocated to Doma Castle. Now, the castrum serves as little more than a storage facility. I spied 2 sentries near the gate. I would ask you to incapacitate them. This very hill should afford you a clear shot. Okay. So we hop up here, and then we hop up here, and we go over here, and we smash this guy in the face. Nah, he's fine. Oh, he's a monk. Yeah, he's fine. He doesn't need my help. Okay. So there's one. I'm looking for the second one. I don't see a second one. Hey, got him. Nice. The 2 sentries slumber side by side. No others appear to be the wiser, or something. I missed the rest of that sentence. Yugiri! Fine work, Umbra. You have a gift for the ways of the shinobi. The way is clear. Let us move closer and see what has become of the villagers. So many people are doing these. Or at least running around in here. Gunbreaker lad. Sir, the armed from the other villages are assembled for inspection. Very good. I will address them personally. Attention! Shortly you will all be transported to the facility on the distant shore. Your duties, as you have been previously informed, will be rudimentary in nature. More specifically, you will be tasked with the repair and maintenance of various arms and armaments, as well as Magitech devices. Magitech? But we're farmers. We don't know the first thing about Magitech. It'd take us months, if not years, to learn how to do that kind of work. The material in question was damaged when your kith and kin rose up in rebellion. Therefore, you bear responsibility for its repair. If you cannot perform your duties, you will learn how. If you cannot learn how, then your villagers may find themselves at the mercy of the Confederacy and other radical elements. Is that what you want? Deal with this rabble. I'm needed at the castle. This is no temporary measure. Those men and women will die in servitude. Once they are taken to the other facility, it will be too late. If we are to intervene, we must do so now. Agreed? Then let us be about it. Despite the urgency of the situation, we must still proceed with the utmost caution to ensure the safety of the villagers. To it, we must infiltrate the castrum without raising the alarm. I will deal with any soldiers near the entrance. Stand watch for the others approaching from the north until you hear my signal. There's this guy who's also running this same mission. What level am I? Am I still 68 or am I 69? Nice. 68. For some reason I couldn't find it on the screen. Surveying. Oh! For a mercy, you spy no Imperial patrols bound for the castrum. A hawk's cry pierces the silence. Yugiri is waiting. Alright. Well, that's a nice change of pace. Speak softly, let the others hear you. What of the outside? That's good. We may proceed as planned. These ones shall not wake up. Shall not soon wake. However, the others are too close to the villages. Incapacitating them as I did these ones is far too risky. Fortunately, a solution presents itself. I would have you disguise yourself as an Imperial soldier and convince them that a changing of the guard is in order. You have your pick of uniforms? They shall not protest. Ha. You relieve the sleeping soldier of their uniform. You have chosen one to your liking, then? Excellent. I shall hide these ones where none will find them. Cut to 3 burial mounds. Our sleeping beauties have been laid to rest in their bunks. Oh, and while I was in the barracks, I happened upon these spare uniforms, in case the items in your possession are not to your liking. Okay. This Kabuto and Teko should match the Yuwagi, Hakama, and Shoka in your possession. And with that, you have a full set. I'm sure that once you change, it will seem as though we were bespoke. You will need to give the soldiers guarding the villages a proper Imperial salute to complete the deception and convince them to come here, where I will be waiting to deal with them. Okay, so now... Kabuto 55, Uwagi 55, Teko 55, don't need to change that, Hakama 55, Choka 55. Oh, those are level 60, so they're actually like probably decent. I mean, not great. Changing of the guard, is it? About bloody time. Just look at these on, it's making me depressed. Reminds me of when I was in their shoes, pissing myself in fear. Is it time already? Not that I'm complaining, mind, but I thought the others would be gone longer. And we come back. I say hello to Yugiri again. Hello, Yugiri. Aww. Looks like they didn't last long. These ones shall sleep soundly along with the others. It is time to guide the villagers to freedom. Okay, cool. So I can switch all my stuff back. Salute. Hey, dude.
Listen to me, all of you. We have dealt with the Imperials for now, but you must flee this place quickly.
Dealt with them? Oh no. You didn't kill them, did you?
Of course not.
Are you mad? There's no escaping the Empire. Running will only make it worse.
To stay is to die. You know this to be true. Even if you lack the will to fight, surely you have the will to live! Or has that, too, been beaten out of you? Is this what has become of Doma?
You were Lord Hien's retainer, trained to fight without fear and obey without question. Well, we're not. We're lost and afraid. We hate this, all of this, but we can't do a damn thing to change it. And trying will only make it worse. It's a pathetic existence, but it's all we got. And when people like you come here pretending it can be different, it doesn't help, all right?
Peace, boy. Peace. She came to help, and for that we should be grateful.
Elder, your face.
We all have scars. Some too many to bear. Too many battles. Too much lost. Our friends, our family, even our liege. We who survived are forced to bend the knee, to sell our souls and surrender our dignity. How are we to lift our heads when this shame weighs so heavily upon us? Your courage, your resolve, they are as salt in our wounds.
If they only knew what you would do for them, my lord. You have made your plight clear, and I shall impose my will no more. But know this, brothers and sisters of Doma. For all you have suffered, for all the horror and the ignominy, you are still here. You are still alive. My lord prays you value your life as highly as he does. As for me, I swear by all the kami in creation that I will free you from this torment, no matter the cost.
If the Imperials come for me, I will tell them we were tricked by an Ori woman.
Tell them whatever you must to keep your loved ones safe.
Why would you... After everything?
Whew. Heavy stuff. Very cool, though. Apologies, Umbra. I was lost in thought. Mayhap they have the right of it. Mayhap we are fools for urging them to rise once more. Yet I have to believe, that in their heart of hearts they still... Now is not the time. We must finish what we started. I have in my possession a powerful medicine that befuddles the mind and memories. We must administer it to the soldiers ere they wake. The medicine will leave the soldiers confused and unable to clearly recall recent events. They will suspect they fell asleep at their posts and be reluctant to discuss it with others. It is not more than a temporary measure, but we dare not kill them for the sake of the villagers. Tend to the last two I put to sleep. I shall see to the others. Bam, 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 bam. Alright, Miss you, Gary. There we go. Don't feel like fighting those guys.
Forgive me for making you search. It calms me, the sound. It helps me to remember the sway of the ocean when I close my eyes. Despite the many great and noble things I said, in truth I am not of Doma. I was born beneath the waves of the Ruby Sea.
I know.
To think that you were there, that you even spoke with my mother and father. They are in good health, then. The knowledge is of great comfort to me. That I might have the strength to protect my home from the Empire, I left to learn the secrets of the shinobi. Day and night we trained, ever striving to exceed our mental and physical limits. After a time, my skills were recognized, and I was dispatched to assist the Doman Liberation Front. It was then that I met Lord Kayan and his son, and their loyal samurai, Gosetsu. Good men all, brave and true, so clear their eyes, so pure their purpose. Any shinobi would have been proud to serve them, and Doma. But, in the end, I will always be of the sea. Every day, I pray for my home and for the people I left behind, that they might be spared the wages of war and live in peace, untouched by this madness. I confessed this to Lord Hien once. Do you know what he said to me? He said, "Good. We are better for the conviction of our allies, and draw inspiration from their example. What is weak alone may together grow stronger." Never did I lose faith in them. Even when all was lost and I led our people to Eorzea, I clung to the belief that our dream would one day be realized. But when I gazed into those eyes bereft of hope, when those broken men balked at liberty, the dream was shattered. So I pray, and thus do I labor to see a new day dawn, regardless of my misgivings. When all is said and done, we can but carry on. Together. An Imperial airship. It is bound for Doma Castle. Quickly, we must rejoin the others.
Very cool. I love when we get in moments of character like that. I love seeing Yugiri desperate. I love seeing our character want to help. I love, like, all of this stuff, man. I've said it before and I'll say it a million times. I'm a huge fan of just going ham on character development and story. And this game does it, man. This game does it. They bring so much to the table. And it's damn impressive. Noom. All right. Come, come. We must tell the others of this airship, or hear what they know of it.
There you are. What happened? Are the villagers all right?
We freed them, along with many others. Kosetsu, we spied an airship bound for the castle. Know you aught of it?
Aye, that we do. The Crown Prince is come to Doma.
Uh-oh.
We suspect this is a result of recent events in Girabania. Our defeat notwithstanding, there appears to be some concern in Garlemald that subversive elements may be rallying in other provinces. Though Yotsuyu governs Doma, Xenos remains the province's anointed viceroy, and it would seem he has come to assess the current situation in person.
Uh-oh.
If Xenos is here, we must seize this opportunity and kill him.
Would that it were so simple, Lady Yugiri. You may recall that we encountered Xenos at Rolga's Reach. We have seen firsthand what he can do. His power defies explanation. He faced the Alliance, the Resistance, and the Scions, and he defeated us all. We survived and learned from the experience, it is true. But if we are to defeat him, it will not be through simple opportunism. We will require a flawless plan.
We know his strengths. A prodigious swordsman trained from childhood by the finest Imperial tutors, reputed to be without equal on the battlefield, which is why we must not meet him there. Nay, we keep to the shadows, the domain of the shinobi, and thence we strike. You need only give me the chance.
Were this but a matter of personal revenge, I would not presume to bar your path, for I myself crave that same vengeance. But to draw steel against the Emperor's son is a grave decision, and one that will shape our nation's future. Do not forget Lord Hien's words.
What, that we should sheathe our swords if the people lack the will to fight? I will not squander this opportunity. If we do naught, our master's life is forfeit.
Even should you succeed, Xenos' death will not win Doma her freedom. More likely, her doom. Can we defend our people against the Empire's retribution? We few against a legion? Do not be a fool, child!
It's not wrong.
Mayhap I am a fool with foolish dreams of a future that will never be. But I cannot, I will not forsake them!
Yugiri, wait!
What now?
Oop. Interesting. Alright. I will not pursue her. It is for her to think on her master's words and recognize the futility of her course. Those, at least, are my thoughts upon the matter. You may be different. Should you wish to give chase, I will not bar your path. We each have but one life, and it is not to be spent recklessly in pursuit of our goals. I pray she realizes this soon. And luckily, all I have to do is this. Hooroo! And since I finished another story mission... Nope. No new blue mission yet. Figured I'd check. Might as well. Ow. Hey, Yugiri. Ow. Did Gesetsu send you to stop me? And you came of your own free will? I should be surprised if you agreed with my chosen course. No one else did. But it is not as fanciful as they would have you believe. Scant moments ago I received the Crown Prince's itinerary from one of our spies in the castle. It would seem that Xenos has no desire to remain in Doma any longer than necessary. He wishes to inspect the moon gates this very eve. His impatience is to our advantage. He arrived without warning and gave Yotsuyu no time to prepare. The whole castle is in a state of upheaval. To avoid any delay, he has declined a full escort and will be traveling with no more than a handful of soldiers. The kami would not have blessed us with a more auspicious circumstances. I will kill him, Umbra. I will. Or die trying. You understand the risks. Forgive me. Of course you do. Mayhap better than I. But are you sure? Thank you. Thank you. I cannot well express what this means to me. We have much to discuss, but we can do so on the way. Yuzuka Manor is some distance from here. We must hurry. Stay calm. No one knows you were here. No one knows you saw anything. No one knows you overheard two rebels plotting to kill the crown prince. Gosh, stupid, stupid, stupid! You know how this ends, and they only have themselves to blame. You have to tell them. You have to! Great. You know. Just somebody who's been beaten down by tyranny for so long that he's given up completely. And I still don't have my last fly. I'm so close to flight, but I still don't have it. Mount speed. Oh. You can increase it? How do you increase it? Hold on. How do you increase your mount speed? Do hunts. By completing hunt, you are giving tokens that allow you to buy maps and increase your speed. Completing ARR will bump the speed up as well. Maps will increase your speed in a single area by 1 star. And completing ARR will upgrade your speed by 1 in all areas of ARR. Interesting. So that would be these? Doing these? I don't think this is it. It may be simpler than I'm thinking and I'm just overcomplicating things. That is entirely possible. So we're gonna get sold out by a kid we saved. Because of course we are. That's how this shit works. Ow. 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 I'm out. Oh, I can't pass through this way. I was like, I'll go through this area. It's like, nope. Whoops. I often forget that most buildings have 4 walls. This is far enough. Let us discuss our plan of attack. I already have that. Zenos' itinerary is as follows. He will depart Doma Castle by ship and approach the moon gates. The Magitech field will be deactivated briefly, allowing his vessel to pass. It will then continue on to these very docks, where he and his entourage will disembark. As you can see, this area is not ideal for an ambush. Wide open, multiple avenues of escape, the manor is better suited to our needs. Let us split up and search for suitable hiding places. Da-na-na, na-na-na. Okay. So it's gonna be over here. Surrounded by walls and deserted, this location appears to be ideal for concealment. Ow. Ah, there you are. From the roof, we should have a clear view of the docks. It is settled. We shall lie in wait here until Zenos arrives. As discussed, if all goes to plan, he shall fall with my first blow. If not, then the 2 of us will have to engage him in open combat. His escort is of no consequence, which means that we will have a 2-to-1 advantage. Nevertheless, he's not to be underestimated. I know that. He kicked my ass. All that remains is to wait. I trust that you are ready. Yeah, I'm 3 levels over. Or 2. How did I get up there? I'm in like full plate mail.
He comes.
Ooh, voice cutscene.
The village is not far, my lord. If it please you, we shall escort you there directly.
That's not Xenos.
Less a province than a graveyard. The rotting husk of a broken nation devoid of proper sport. But as his radiance wishes...
I was wrong.
Yes, of course, my lord. And may I say how terribly sorry we are that you had to come so far.
We labored long to sow the seeds of hatred, of fear, to train them as beasts. Now we shall see the harvest. Let there be savage beasts baying for blood, and not hollow-eyed prey cowering in the dark, or there will be no joy in this hunt.
Shinobi? And me without my brute.
Aww.
How weak you are. Is this the sum of your hate?
This is only the beginning. For Lord Kayed! For Doma!
Ah!
Mayhap I shall test this new blade of yours. Let us hope it is to my liking, lest your misfortunes compound. Then again, I am loath to expend such effort on the unworthy. Come, earn the honor.
Jeez. Here we go.
This day you die! Leave this to me.
All right. Let us put you to the proof.
No, I must fight on. I must.
Run, beast, run! Give me something to remember.
Okay, so he's using weapons that essentially function as they're like primal weapons, essentially. It sounds like. That's why he's so strong.
Run, beast, run! Don't stop now! I see.
Lost again. That's 2 times we've lost against this guy.
Ah, I remember you. Al Amigo, the champion of the savages.
Look ye where the sun doth rise, see crimson embers darkening skies. Look ye where the sun doth fall, see azure lost amidst the squall.
Oh, how right I was to spare your life. Hear me, hero. Endure. Survive. Live. For the rush of blood. For the time between the seconds. Live. The sole pleasure left to me in this empty, ephemeral world. Live!
Dude's nuts. Well, he's bored. He's a bored psychopath.
Yeah!
You are not worthy.
Oh shit.
Get away from them, you imperial dog!
No, don't. You must flee.
We're not going anywhere, do you hear me? We're not running away! What you're doing is stupid and reckless, and I never wanted any part of it, but here we are! I've spent my whole life hating myself. For every time they made me beg, for every time I held my tongue to protect the people I love. And then you came along and reminded me of all the things I never said and never did, and it was even worse. I would have given anything to forget, to walk away, but I knew I'd never be able to live with the guilt. So we came. All of us! For you! For ourselves! For Doma!
Death is death, regardless of the reason. Yet you seem determined to die, intruding upon this sacred ground, turning weapons you can scarcely wield upon me. Your lives will not even begin to redress the balance.
How wrong you are!
Oh shit.
now! Guzetsu, see to Yugiri.
Hi!
I can't see a damn thing. Someone stop them! My lord?
I don't think we were followed. Gods, I have no idea what was going through that man's head, but I'm heartily glad he decided to leave. Whoops. You should have seen the way he turned pale when he heard about Yugiri's plan and how you of all people decided to help her. He was in such a panic, barking orders, calling for a squadron to be assembled. As were you. I was rather composed, as I recall, though that is neither here nor there. I already have that, so let's go with... yeah. And there it is. Can you believe it? We faced the Crown Prince himself and lived to tell the tale. You've no idea what this means for us. Everyone's talking about getting more weapons and armor, and we're not going to stop until we've taken back our homeland. Right. Getting a bit ahead of ourselves, aren't we? We've got wounded to tend to first. We should get back to the village. Oh my god, I can fly! Oh wait. I gotta go back to the village first and finish the mission. Whoops. I appreciate that they are using story missions to give you ether currents too. Because it makes sense. How are you feeling? After fighting that demon, I can only imagine. I suppose I ought to apologize to you for, you know. Anyway, thank you for not giving up on us. The shinobi too. Ugh. Ow.
How are you feeling, my lady?
Much the better for my comrades' ministrations and your most generous hospitality. You need not worry.
I need to pee. I'm gonna be right back. Much better. Okay. We're back.
Good. If there is anything else we can do for the two of you, anything at all, just ask.
Stare any harder and you're like to burn a hole in them. Go and say your piece, for goodness sake.
I've got nothing more to say to them. I'm going to find out how the others are getting on.
Sure.
Gosetsu, Mistress Alize, I owe you an apology. I acted with reckless disregard for my own safety, and endangered I know not how many others in so doing. Scorning your wise counsel, I knowingly defied our master's wishes, and left you no choice but to follow suit.
Nonsense. I followed our master's wishes to the letter. Consider once more his words, and the intent therein. In offering his head, he but sought to shield his people from harm, loyal retainers included. You must value your life more highly, Shadow Walker.
On the other hand, your recklessness did serve as an inspiration to many. Mayhap you should not be so hard on yourself. In any event, if you must apologize profusely, it seems only right that you expend as much effort thanking the one person who supported your plan from the first.
That it does. There are no words which will suffice. But thank you.
And there they are!
12 be praised. When I learned of your rather questionable plot to assassinate Xenos, I feared we would need to recruit a new Primal Slayer.
I'm sorry we couldn't be there. Alize made me swear to stay behind no matter what. I think she was worried I'd hurl myself at Xenos the moment I set eyes on him.
What? You'll forgive me for changing the subject, but now would seem a good time to discuss where we go from here. Though the Empire has yet to retaliate, the fact remains that we have revealed our presence and signaled our intentions in so doing. It is only a matter of time before the Imperials move against us. Given that we lack the strength to oppose them, 'tis plain some manner of brilliant stratagem is required. Therefore, I yield the floor to the preeminent tactician of our time, with whom I was privileged to share a room.
If you insist. While in Kagane, we debated a number of approaches and were eventually forced to concede that we cannot look to the Alliance for aid. Even were it possible to ferry sufficient forces and materiel from Eorzea in a timely manner, such a massive undertaking would not long escape the attention of the Empire. It would be a miracle if our ships reached the shore.
True.
Fortunately, according to Tataru and Hancock's intelligence, The Empire has withdrawn most of its forces from Doma in the past year, leaving her relatively unguarded. That being the case, a popular uprising spearheaded by the full might of the Doman Liberation Front may feasibly be sufficient to threaten the seat of provincial government, namely Doma Castle. 'Twould be rather easier said than done, of course, but I have seen worse plans prevail.
Then we must needs meet with Lord Hien and convince him to return, for there is no surer way to inspire our people to rise up as one. He desired proof of his subjects' conviction, and they have provided it, through no less a deed than openly opposing Xenos himself.
It will work. It has to work. And next time, we will defeat him.
Let's do it. I will be traveling to the Azim Steppe, Umbra. I found Lord Hien once before, and I am confident I can do so again. Moreover, it was to me whom he put question of Doma's resolve. I feel it my duty to deliver to him our people's reply. Itch. Our countrymen's deeds speak for themselves. Lord Hien cannot deny the truth of their hearts. I'm not going to do that voice, because it's going to destroy me. Too long has it been since I looked upon his face. It would be of great comfort to see him again, and no small comfort if you were to join us in the search, I should add. At least... I wonder what kind of man Hien is. From what I heard, he's about the same age as me, and then there's Ferdolda, who isn't a whole lot younger than us both. Like her, he was born and raised in an imperial province. This is all he's ever known, but unlike her, he chose to do something about it. I want to meet him. I want to know why. Maybe if I understand that, it'll help me understand a lot of other things. Okay. I don't have flight yet, do I? Nope. Chug, 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 chug. Alphino and Alizé. The beloved king returned to urge his countrymen to rise up in rebellion. Not a story you'd ever hear in Sharlayan or Ul'dah, is it? Not in those words, perhaps, but no land's people is so cynical to be wholly immune to inspiration. Single individuals have the power to move hearts and minds no matter where they go. Doubtless you speak from personal experience. As much as Lord Hien intrigues us, Umbra, there are vital tasks to be attended to here. Preparations for the inevitable assault on Doma Castle, for one. There is also the matter of coordinating our efforts with the Confederacy and our comrades in Kugane. Dealing with this troublesome Aetheryte, I could go on, but you understand. Ugh. Aye, so it goes. What the fuck was that voice? We shall depart for the Azim Steppe at once. You will be joining us, Umbra. Excuse me. For our part, we shall do what we shall do what we can to aid the Doman Liberation Front in your absence. We will refrain from conducting any large-scale operations in your absence, and instead devote our energies to bolstering our ranks and training our new recruits. When you return, we will be ready for war. If anything happens, if you need us to come back sooner, you'd better contact us. Noble sacrifices are a last resort, remember? Follow me, my friends. We have many malms to travel before we reach Reunion. Wait, don't leave yet! Here, take these for the road. It's simple fare, but it's the least we can do for you after what you did for us. It may be stupid and naive of me to say this, but I will. When you come back, we'll finish what we started. We'll beat the Imperials and we'll win our freedom. So don't keep us waiting too long. I can fly! Meanwhile, in the keep of Doma Castle.
I would expect no less of Bahamut's conqueror. Prepare the airship. His Radiance will not object. We have fulfilled our obligations here. I would see this prize for myself. Do you understand why I appointed you to act in my stead? You, whose only accomplishment was to whisper the right words in the right ear. Because of your petty hatreds. They render you the perfect instrument to bleed your kinsman of hope. To make an example of Doma, such as was ordered. Listen well. If you yield Doma to the rebels, you will not be given another chance to beg forgiveness. Do your duty now, or die with the rest of them.
Damn.
Are you all right, my lady? That was uncalled for. Oh!
They say your Eorzean is helping the rebels. I want her dead. I want her friends dead. I want the heads of everyone she knows and loves mounted on the castle walls.
You mean I can finally go after her? I've been waiting for this chance. I promise you, my lady, she won't escape this time. Not this time, oh no.
Okay. Meanwhile, in the fringes of Girabania, Hole. Estinian?
Aye. This is the place.
That is
when
Estinian.
His shade was banished, you swore to leave this life behind. And yet here you are.
Yeah, that's Estinian.
If this be the work of the eyes, what choice do you have but to end it? Or so the boy would say. Damn you, Alphino.
Oh, the Ishgardian music tuning in. Oh, it's so good. Oh, I'm so close to level 69. Here there be Zayla. If all are ready, let us depart for reunion in the Azim Steppe. Our route will be somewhat circuitous. We will need to return to the Ruby Sea and head north along the coast past Isari. Well, guess what? I can fly now. Courage the Cowardly Lupin. I'm tempted to do that one for my GF. That being said, I will have to do it literally on, like, I'll be doing it for her. So I probably won't do it on screen. Okay, so we need to go back over there. And then we're going to go north. Makes sense. I will eventually need to get all the speed upgrades, but it seems a little, it doesn't seem very, like, streamable from what it sounds like. It sounds pretty, oh wait, I gotta go down. Boop. From here we will turn north until we arrive at a cave, through which we must pass in order to reach the Azim Steppe. Lys and Gosetsu have already gone on ahead. We shall carry on as well. I'm short like 200,000 experience. Like I'm so close. Slash look out. There we go. Now I'm short a little under 100,000. A little over 100,000. Yeah, I'm gonna need to get the mount speed upgrades, but there's no rush. No rush. And I may see if I can get some help doing that during the week. Because I'm not streaming all the way through this week again. That was pretty rough, but I'm going to be taking a break Tuesday through Thursday and then going to be starting up again on Friday. A whole nother area that I have to find ether currents for. No! Oh, okay. It's actually okay.
I remember the emptiness, vast and endless. The Azim Steppe, home to countless roaming tribes. A sacred land, watched over by elder gods. Here, we would find Doma's salvation. With the wind at our backs, we walked on, in search of hope, in search of him.
Him? Okay. Oh, good lord. This place is also huge. I give you the Azim Steppe, Umbra, though I should say that this is but one small portion of it. Despite the close proximity, Domans rarely venture this far north. Most find these lands and their people strange and foreign. Fortunately, those who frequent Reunion are more welcome than most. Come, it's not much further. Do I grab all of the ether currents right now? The answer is no. But I will be grabbing all of them. I think I'm going to do that off stream. Probably tomorrow, honestly. Welcome to Reunion, my friends. Here is where we will begin our search for Lord Hien. Yeah, level up. I'm almost level 70. I'm almost level 70. I'm almost level 70. I'm almost level 70. I'm excited. Yugiri has a simple plan for finding Lord Hien. When last I spoke with Lord Hien, he said he spent much time in these markets. I had hoped we might find him here today, but alas. Hey, Yugiri, I've been meaning to ask. There are an awful lot of Zayla here, aren't there? Oh, I assumed you knew. The Azim Steppe has been home to the nomadic tribes of the Zayla since antiquity. More than 50 roam these lands, and though they do not constitute a nation, there is a hierarchy of sorts determined through ritual combat. Funny. If they're so busy fighting each other, you'd think the Empire would be able to march in and take the steppe with ease. I wonder why they haven't. Why indeed, Lise? Why indeed? Perhaps they see little value in it, especially given the fierce reputation of the Zayla warriors, who would fight tooth and nail to oppose them. These lands were not made for men. The soil is thin and the weather unforgiving. The Zayla found ways to survive, it is true, but they are made of sterner stuff than most Imperials, conscript or citizen. Thanks for taking the time to explain. It sounds like I've got a lot to learn. Later, I mean. We're meant to be looking for Hien. Oh, I just had to adjust how I was sitting and I kicked the table. People from many tribes gather in Reunion to trade goods and information. I should be surprised if we cannot learn something of value here. Let us make our inquiries separately. Umbra, why don't you speak with some of the merchants here? Dun-dun-dun, dun-dun-dun. Oh my god, I'm so tempted to just go start looking for booze, fresh booze, your choice of lamb or zo. Guaranteed to satisfy. How many will you have, miss? A doman? Unless another Dazka is keeping him in her yurt, he is not here. More fool her if she took a doman for a husband. But enough about domans. Let us speak of booze instead. Surely your mother or father made you some when you were little. A Zayla who never eats booze is not a whole Zayla. Oh yeah, because my character is technically a Zayla descendant. That's a nice little touch. I don't know if that's what's happening, but... What fortune you have come hither at this time. Freshly slaughtered, every cut available on request, organs too. Hearts, livers, brains, or a brace of blood sausages if you desire only a snack. A doman? Poor meat they make, domans. I jest. I did see a young mole in the company of one some few days ago. Oh, that's an NPC just like walking around. Interesting. Let's grab this etherite. Roasted fish with pumpkin, an exotic foreign delicacy, cooked to perfection, beloved without the step. Come, come. You seek domans? Then you are come to the wrong place, my friend. Delicious as my foodstuffs are, they find little flavor with those from the south. Now, if it were Goro you were looking for, on the other hand, then I might be able to help you. They flock to my stall. Speak to the Goro Horsemaster. I've brought you a new brush, my beloved. So smooth and silky your mane shall be the envy of every other man. Say again. You're seeking who? Ah, the Doman. I know of whom you speak. He comes and goes with a mole girl. Though I could not describe her. I only know that she is mole because I heard them talking as they passed. The chat of the mole tribe. So, okay, so you literally have to walk up to people and be like, mole! That's pretty rude. So go to say and enter mole. I am Ura, if you must know. Come down from the mountains in the north, if there's nothing else. Mole? Ah, dicks. You take me for a mole? I'm a Ronir. Compare me not with the one so weak and lowly. Okay. Are you a mole? This is so weird. Yes, I'm mole. My name is Serena. May I help you? Oh, I see. You are looking for Yen. In that case... How urgent this business must be to leave our conversation unfinished. The Kinsei. Will you buy it? There's but one bundle left. If not, then... I will! Though I had not thought to pay so high a price. It is a bargain for which you should be grateful. If you lack the coin, then the fault is your own, and you will leave with nothing. Please, I must have the Kinsei. The gods themselves requested it. We are bound to their will. Pay me the difference in Whisper Root. I will sell it to you. I will sell it to the next apothecary to pass through Reunion, and we will each feel fairly treated. But do not tarry. Should another come before you, coin in hand, I will not refuse him. I understand. Thank you for your kindness. I'm sorry, but we must speak of Hien later. I cannot leave Reunion without that Kinsei. Let's take the Gunblade. Because I do intend to try Gunbreaker more in the future. You want to help me, is that it? I don't know what to say. Thank you, Umbra, thank you. The lumbering ones we must fell wander the plains to the west of Reunion. If we each harvest 2, then we should have enough for Whisper Root. Return here when you have finished. Good luck. I am actually getting a little tired. I've been going 3 hours, so yeah, this is about usually the point where I'm starting to slow down. I think I'm going to call it a day. Thank you so much for joining. Don't forget, if you missed some of it and want to check out the VOD, it's available on my YouTube channel. And if you want to check out the person responsible for the little mini-me's here above my webcam, you can check them out at instagram.com/scammychan. Thank you all so much for joining. Have a great rest of your evening, and I will see you next time. Bye.